Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome back to another live stream. We are animating again. Yeah, it's the last day of the week. And we are going to be having... Well, we're going to be doing what we all love doing, which is... Wait. We're going to do what you guys love doing, watching me animate and lose my fucking mind. Anyway. Today, we finally got a kick design. Yes! Got it! I just need to think how I'm going to... I need to trace it first, obviously, but like... Then what? Like, fucking then what? What do I do then? I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna trace it inside the weighting. The weighting. I'm great. As you can see, I'm doing fucking awesome right now. Anyway, we're gonna paste this, and I hate the fact that I need to paste this in the center. There, and 0. And then, like always, do this divided by 8. Boom. Perfect. Now I can trace this design. Now, the body is one thing, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna animate the, I'm not sure how I'm gonna animate the face, because I need, like, the mask behind the mouth, but, you know, I'll figure it out. I'm one of your favorites, bro. Put your standards a bit higher, bro. This is not peak modding right here. Let's see. Like that. Like that. Just like this. Okay. Whatever you say. Okay, and then we go like that. And then here, do this. And over here, do this. Boom. Perfect. I'm gonna put on some stuff to listen. Oh, scheiße. Some stuff to listen to. Yes.
You've tried this with data sets that you've gotten your hands on, and your analyses are terrible. You don't understand what you're doing.
Really, Dan.
Yeah.
They're terrible. What's the correct analysis for the Czech Republic data, Dan? Where's your study? Where's your study of the Czech data?
So what's the first step in doing a good analysis of, say, the Czech Republic data? What's the first step?
What's the first step?
Yeah.
You can put it into all sorts of different models.
Models.
Like what? Methods of analysis.
Be specific. You did this. What did you do?
I analyzed it all sorts of different ways. So at first I looked at time series data.
So what was the first
time series? That was
so you just looked at a time series?
No, that was the first thing, right? There are all sorts of different ways to analyze the data. It's all the methods that I used are published on my GitHub. It's all in public view.
Yeah.
Everything I did is in public view.
Yeah, and you know what you didn't do? You know what you didn't do?
What didn't
you didn't do the first step, which is to make sure that your two groups that you're comparing are comparable.
Oh, really? How are they not comparable?
So in the Scheck data, you argue that the vaccines were distributed randomly, right?
There is no evidence of a systemic.
That's what you did,
bias.
right?
There's no evidence.
So
of a
people
bias.
can choose their vaccine. There's a preferential recommendation against Moderna because we're not all in the pockets of big pharma, and we go with the data.
Yeah.
So, and there's availability differences across the country, right?
Of course.
So it's not random.
No, it's not random.
But you argued it was random at one point. You had to be told it wasn't.
No, I said there was no systemic or systematic bias in the distribution of the vaccines. People didn't know which vaccine was going to be safer. Like, if you
they were
ask
advised, there was a preferential recommendation against Moderna.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
No, that's news to me. Where is it?
Steve, really? It's
Yes,
2025.
Really. Where is that recommendation from that shows that there's a bias in the distribution? But it doesnure matter because you can look at
it does matter.
It
does.
Oh, okay. Why?
I think
because the first step of looking at this data set is making sure your first two groups are comparable. You want to be able to compare them accurately, so that it's not just statistical biases you're analyzing.
Steve wants the data.
So do you understand how the K-core method works?
K-core method?
Yes.
Is this what you did?
This is one of. No, I looked at DSCMRR. I looked at GLM. I looked at.
But you didn't make sure
method.
you didn't make sure the groups were comparable.
Kaplan-Meier.
You didn't make sure your groups were comparable.
Oh, you
didn't adjust.
The method that I use.
Sorry.
The method
randomized Moderna and.
It's not random.
Yes, it is.
It's not random.
No, but it doesn't matter, Dan, because
can people choose which to get, and is there a preferential recommendation? Yes, it's not random.
I didn't break it down by the vaccine manufacturer. I'm just looking at people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated, and of course,
Did you make sure those two groups were comparable?
As an expert in
Did
this,
you make sure those two groups were comparable?
Do you understand?
Yes or no, Steve? Did you?
Dan,
Did you? Yes or no? It's the first step.
Do you understand that the groups are
Do you understand that that's the first step?
Do you understand that when you have a vaccination, that the two groups are completely different? Do you understand that, Dan? So why are you asking me this question as to whether the groups are comparable?
Because you have to make sure they are as comparable as possible.
No,
do you know why?
No.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
You have to make sure the two groups are as comparable. Steve, why do we do randomized controlled trials? Why is that the gold standard for clinical trials?
Because that makes it really easy for people to see a signal.
Why?
That makes it easy. Because they're randomized.
Because your two groups are comparable.
Right.
Because they're random.
So Dan, when you don't have that available to you, you have to use other techniques that normalize for the mortality of the two groups.
Exactly. You have to make sure that. Exactly. You have to control for confounders. So how did you do that?
The first step in the algorithm is to make them comparable so that you can then compare them.
How?
You fit the slopes to the death curves.
That's Steve.
Of fixed cohorts.
That's not controlling for the confounders that would make the groups comparable.
But it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does, Dan, because. Do you understand?
It's you versus the epidemiologists of the world on this, Steve.
No.
It's epidemiology 101.
Do you understand? Do you understand Gompertz mortality?
Sorry?
Do you understand Gompertz mortality?
Yeah.
You understand Gompertz mortality when we have when people are dying, right? Gompertz mortality just says, oh, it's an exponential. Great. But there's Gompertz mortality with depletion. Do you understand that?
And you understand that if you look at those curves, the people who are dying might be different in each group.
Do you know what their difference is?
Hold on, this is boring.
Do you, Steve? Because you had to control
yes,
for
I
them.
do.
What's the
Yes,
difference?
I do.
And
They're
you didn't
on-
control for them.
Believe it or not, they're on different parts of the Gompertz curve. Do you know what happens when you have a frailty of 3 or 5 as to where you are in the Gompertz curve? What does that do to your death slope when you're on the Gompertz curve?
So again, we're just going to say this is all you did, and you didn't account for epidemiology 101.
No, this is
All right.
this is not all I did. The first thing is to normalize the cohorts so that we take away the differences in the cohorts. And so what
So
I did.
are you controlling
hey,
for
hey, wait,
age,
so
socioeconomic
Dan,
status,
tell me-
smoking
All right.
status?
Tell me
Are
the
you controlling
negative
for pre-existing
control.
conditions? Are you
No, I don't
controlling
need
for
to.
health-seeking
No,
behavior?
All right,
don't
guys.
need
I
to.
think
Don't need
you
to.
guys.
I have a negative
Did
control.
you just say you don't
I
need
have a
to?
negative
Did
control.
you, did you just say you don't
One-
need to?
Yes, because
You guys,
I have a negative control that shows
let's-
that it takes all of
I already
that.
have.
Let's
There you
hang on
go.
for a second. Now, I'm
I
gonna
already have
ask
the
you guys.
sound.
We only have 6.
It's already in here. I just need to trace the head now. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's this one. We copy this image. Holy shit, this is horrendous. What is this, bro? What is this? What is this? What is this? I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually, wait, hang on. I'll actually show you, all of you, what it is. So it's based off of the concept designs. So like it's not taken from Two Faces, it's taken from the concept designs. He took this, possibly this too. This guy up here. And then he took, where is it? Where is it? Where did he get that from? Where did he get that? Where did he get that? Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is I already have it, so. Let's see. I do kind of want the mouth on the outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm only going to trace this half of the... let me look at the actual Dystopia design so I can see what they did. Because I'm not exactly sure what they were doing. Okay, so these things are much further apart. Can I get out of full screen? Yes, I can. So these are farther apart, and like the mouth is on the outside, but the nose is above. Okay, that's interesting. So these should be farther apart. I think I'm only going to trace like, I'm going to start by tracing, hang on. I need a straight line. We put this at, not 8, what the hell? Like that. Boom. No. Come on. There we go. It's hell trying to select these things. What I'm going to do, because I don't really know where the mouth start. Okay, you know what? I'm going to actually take this right here. What the hell? Okay, take this. I'm going to convert this to a symbol. Then we're going to go to alpha, and then we're going to turn this up just slightly so I can see where everything needs to be. So this needs to go like way out here. And then, actually, I should trace like the, like these things first. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take an oval like that. Then we're going to grab this, move it over here, and then we're going to rotate it over like that. Boom. I'm going to attach this dot over here. Boom, perfect. Then what I'm going to do, this is the wrong fucking thing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a line to it. Screw it. I'm just going to go like that, curve it, boom. Boom, we have that. We're going to do this, go like that. Then we're going to move it over and a bit further down. Boom. Then we're going to grab this, going to move it over here. We're going to curve it ever so slightly. Okay, we're gonna grab this and we're gonna turn the alpha to 100. We're gonna lock the layer and boom. Now we can start with the actual tracing. Okay, and then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this on.
6 minutes until we're at 90 minutes. And that's kind of what everyone agreed to. Do any of you object to staying on stage for a little longer to at least touch one more topic?
I'm good for however
Pierre,
long.
how do you feel?
One more question?
Well, I would love to do the ivermectin question next.
I'll give 10 minutes.
10 minutes more?
That's
Okay,
it.
Pierre's
And then
okay
I'm
with
done
10
with these
minutes
guys.
more, and then we'll cut it. So let's start with Pierre on is ivermectin effective against COVID-19?
Yeah, so let me tell you the ivermectin story, and it fits in with a lot of what I've been trying to educate the folks in the group today, which is that when COVID broke out, all we did, I was a frontline ICU specialist, all we did is me and 4 colleagues got together and we devoted ourselves nights, weekends, everything in a frenetic pace, which we were on for about 2 years. Those first few months were, for an ICU doctor, I've never worked harder in my life. We reviewed everything. We talked to doctors in China and Italy. We came up with protocols for the hospital. We did not have an early treatment protocol, but we were focused because we were all ICU doctors. By the way, the people in that group were some of the most highly published physicians in the history of my specialty. Paul Marek literally is the most published practicing physician in the history of critical care medicine. Umberto Maduri is the world expert at the corticosteroids at treatment of lung diseases. And Joe Verone is on like 3 editorial journals. We all got together and we came out with protocol. We continued to follow the data. We were following everything, a totality of the evidence. We're not just waiting for the high-impact journals with their randomized controlled trials. You know, the only thing controlled about an RCT is the outcome. We looked at everything. We talked to everyone. And on the ground, we were treating. We started to see a signal around ivermectin. We had a dashboard, what we thought was probably good, not good, and neutral. We had a question mark under ivermectin. We'd heard things, but we had no data. Starting in early October 2020, studies started to come out from all around the world. Small studies, other studies, all consistent, same signal, large magnitude, times to recovery and mortality benefits. They were emptying hospitals. The most impressive one was published in Chest, which is one of the 2 top journals in my specialty. It was about a hospital in Florida that did a retrospective observational control trial, 70% decrease in mortality in the most severely ill in the hospital. That made it into Chest. And from then on, we put it on our protocol. I did a review paper, which I spent 2 months, 200 references, and I couldn't finish the paper because every day new studies were coming out, all lining up, same direction, same signal, same large magnitude. I put it up on a preprint server, and within 1 week, I treated my first patient with ivermectin. She'd been sick for 2 weeks, fever, fatigue, heart rate resting 120 in bed. She took ivermectin on a Sunday night. Within an hour, she felt flushed. She went to bed in the morning. Her heart rate was 80, and she was afebrile, and she felt energy. She thought her life was saved. Okay, now, it could be, remember that's anecdotal, so we should dismiss that. It could be that that night, at that particular time, was when her disease was going to take its natural curve. Correct. Happened to me 5 more times that week. What was showing up in all the data we were accumulating was showing up in my clinical observations. I testified before Ron Johnson, and that's when my entire career came to an end. As soon as I became an advocate for ivermectin, which is a low-cost, off-label, widely available drug that's highly effective at a disease that they were trying to monetize with remdesivir, molnupiravir, and Paxlovid, suddenly all eyes were on me. And this joker wants to make fun of the fact that I lost my boards. He has no idea why. It's only because I was a truth teller trying to recommend for a medicine to help save everyone. And then you know what happened next, guys?
You got
this
COVID?
This is where I became an expert at what's called the disinformation playbook. And I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't expect a ticker tape parade, but I did think people were going to be appreciative that we were giving them guidance on how to treat it early and avoid hospitals. Instead, within 2 days of that, a huge hit job got published in the Associated Press on me and my group. And by the way, the tactics that I was to watch over the next 2 years, I wrote a book called The War on Ivermectin. One of my colleagues could have written the book The War on Hydroxychloroquine because it was the same war, same tactics. If you go to the article called The Disinformation Playbook, it outlines the 5 tactics. These guys have no idea of the 5. Number 1 is the fake. You publish trials with predetermined results, just like the Institute of Medicine. They are on record as sitting down at opening of their reviews in committee where the chair of the committee says, we are going to do what the CDC says, and we are going to find no association to autism. Read the transcripts, 2001. You don't believe me? Keep going, and you're like a little trustful. Oh, everything's good. Science is working great. Pharma, oh, we know how to control pharma. You guys sound like clowns.
Trust fall into me, guys.
With
Trust fall into me.
What I'll tell you,
Trust this guy instead, right?
Is what happened next is I read that article in 2021 in March, and it changed my life. Because as I was reading the 5 tactics, I had 3 or 4 examples for every tactic I was reading, and suddenly the world made sense to me again. It didn't make sense from December until March, and then I could see that this was a war, and they were using every single tactic. They went after the lead researcher of the WHO, who I was working with. He and I became collegial because we were so excited we found ivermectin. Guess what? They got to him. He self-retracted his paper and disappeared into obscurity. I've never talked to him since. That's what they did to ivermectin. They killed it using every tactic in that book. And the number 1 tactic, and if these guys want to do that, they can come to me with their trials. But in my book, it's a chapter called The Big 6. It should be called The Big 7, right? The Big 7 were the large, rigorous, prospective, double-blind, randomized controlled trials, which definitively proved that ivermectin was ineffective. And all I've done for the last 3 years is show all of the manipulations in every one of those trials. If those guys want to hold them up as facts and truth and science, I can't help them.
All right, thanks, Pierre. That was, we got almost 6 minutes from Pierre there, so I want to award that to Dave and Dan here.
Look, it's a very simple thing to see what's going on here. He's right, it is a war, and it's a war against disinformation, and it's being perpetrated by this side. It's a very easy narrative to spin. Pharma wanted to crush the miracle cure. There's zero evidence that ivermectin treats COVID, and in fact, after his Senate hearing, if you take ivermectin, you won't get COVID. fucking gets COVID, and then what does this pipeline lead to? All of these shady doctors setting up all of these, America's frontline doctors, Simone Gold, all these people prescribing ivermectin for people it's not going to help them an ounce, right? And the narrative doesn't play because in the meantime, what is it? Dexamethasone, there are other drugs that were repurposed and approved for treating COVID. So the entire narrative falls apart. There are cheap generic drugs that were repurposed and used to treat COVID. So his entire angle falls apart. There's no big pharma conspiracy. It's just a bunch of lying assholes trying to make money. Ask him how much he charges for telehealth sessions. Ask him how much he charges for a consultation. Him, Simone Gold, all of these people, it's just a bunch of quacks selling snake oil. That's all there is to it. Who pays me? Why do I need to be paid? Why do I need to be paid? What am I charging to watch my YouTube videos? Do you have to pay money to get free information? Yeah, it's really cute that you guys are going to lie, but you have fucking nothing to say to what I said. Dexamethasone, all of these other... Yeah, everybody has to make money somehow. I have a YouTube channel. It doesn't mean I'm charging exorbitant fees to sell snake oil that get people killed. Because people took ivermectin, did not improve, and by the time they got to the hospital, it was too late. Pierre Corey, you are responsible for thousands of deaths. You go on Joe Rogan and you tell the fucking world that ivermectin treats COVID.
Hey.
It doesn't, and this is what
Enough
happens.
from the audience.
liar is there. I'm sorry.
Okay, that was 2 minutes. That was 2 minutes for Dave. Let's give 2 minutes to Dan. Go ahead.
I'll just add to that. So these people
hang on
consistently...
1 sec. You guys calm down. It's important that we let our speakers get their information out, even if you disagree with them, okay? That's what good faith, helpful discourse is all about. Go ahead, Dan.
So Steve and Pierre constantly are telling you that it's all suppressed data. Everybody is lying and wants to suppress the data but them. And when I will tell you that when I look at science history and I see true mavericks in the scientific field, what they do is they are rigorous with their work and they convince their colleagues first. They get data that their colleagues, their competitive nerds, cannot argue with, and then they go off to say, hey, I have a real result. But what Pierre did and what he mentioned in his congressional testimony in front of Ron Johnson was, I think, really irresponsible because he did not do that. You did not get the randomized controlled trials convincingly showing that ivermectin was what you said, a miracle cure for COVID. That was incredibly irresponsible to do without that data. At that time, you could have been right. You could have been right. We didn't have the studies yet. It was way too early. But yet you were there telling non-experts, politicians, that it's a miracle cure, while your colleagues were not convinced yet. That is extremely irresponsible.
Never called it a miracle cure.
It's verbatim a quote from you. And you also said if you take ivermectin, you can't get COVID. Did you say that in a Senate hearing?
So I did, and first of all, I never said it was a miracle cure. I said these results are miraculous, and I don't want to be sensationalized for that.
You said it obliterates COVID and that it's miraculous.
And it does.
With zero data, with zero evidence, no randomized double-blind control trials, nothing.
There were randomized controlled trials at the time, and
There were
double-blind. Yes, there were.
No.
There were no
Okay, so you
convincing
guys, the
randomized
ivermectin
controls.
There were
trials.
zero.
Okay,
And
so
every
let's
study
just-
done
hey guys,
since
hey guys,
then
let's
demonstrates
agree to
no
disagree.
efficacy.
Everything that you read is true. They would never put something before you that's false. They would never want you to think that a cheap,
What's
safe
up
drug
with
is
what's up with the
effective.
other cheap, safe generics that the cheap generics that they did approve?
Yeah,
for
which
use
ones
with
are those?
COVID? Dexamethasone. And what's the other?
Tocilizumab.
That's
Oh,
two.
really?
Oh my
Yes.
God, we're undercutting
you
pharma
can get
profits. Cheap generics
tocilizumab?
repurposed.
It was approved and repurposed for COVID use.
Yeah, you know how expensive that is?
It
And
is
It's only in the hospital. It's not an early treatment.
It is
It's corticosteroids.
It's a treatment for COVID.
It's not an early treatment, sir.
I didn't say it was an early treatment. It's a treatment.
It's incredibly expensive, even if it is Ospath, and you
Is
can only get it
is
under
Dex- is-
very tight restrictions. They're not worried about tocilizumab.
Is
They're
Dex-
worried about the cheap
is
stuff. that's not made.
dexamethasone
You guys
cheap?
don't get the
Is
whole
Dex-
stuff.
Dexamethasone cheap and inexpensive?
It's only in the hospital.
Dexamethasone.
They're not worried about that. They're much more worried about outpatients.
Oh.
They want that market, sir. I'll teach you about pharma.
No,
I don't think
pharma
they
stood
will.
to gain
No
a
idea.
lot from approving ivermectin.
All
for
you
COVID
have to
use.
teach is
because
grifting.
Merck was the biggest producer of ivermectin. If if we were in the middle of 2020 and the world was shutting down because of COVID, and ivermectin was the cure
Stop.
for COVID.
Okay, you can't yell idiot from the crowd. It's not helping anything. That's not good faith or helpful, so please don't do that. Go ahead,
If
Dan.
ivermectin was the miracle cure for COVID, and Merck was the #1 producer of it, and had a monopoly on the production of ivermectin,
False.
and could price gouge and do
False.
all the tricks that pharma does to make medications
But
more
the
expensive
approval
than
of
what
other
they
cheap
are,
generics also disarms the entire narrative.
They could have
It just
made
does.
a ton of money and saved the world
So-
from COVID.
Merck is not the biggest producer. They produce 1% in this country. The rest is produced by Edenbridge Pharmaceuticals, a little repurposed drug outfit. There are manufacturers
And so
all over
did
the
they-
world.
did they-
Merck
did
gets
they
no
stand to gain a lot of
for-
money?
Ivermectin
Did
would
they
make
stand
them
to gain a lot of money?
60 cents. They would make them
Simone
60
Gold made a
cents.
lot of money selling ivermectin.
Simone
Why
Gold
couldn't
made fucking
pharmaceuticals?
millions
A lot of manufacturers
hawking
around the world
ivermectin.
made a
Isn't
lot of
that
money
interesting?
And helped a lot of people. Saved lives all over India. That's how
So-
they get the
so we
fucking
have
zero.
So I mean, again, they're going with this global conspiracy of suppression. But if you look on PubMed and go back to 2021 and look at all the randomized controlled clinical trials for ivermectin use in COVID, we have clinical trials from Egypt, from Sri Lanka, from the USA, from Australia, from the UK, from Thailand, and all over that all say that ivermectin did not help with their patients. These are doctors who, just like you at one point, Pierre, I don't know what happened, but at one point cared about patients.
Who do you
and
think
making
makes
them
more
get
money,
better.
those doctors or this guy?
So, do you know how many randomized controlled trials there are for ivermectin?
Dozens.
20.
There's actually over
There are
50.
20, there are 20
over
back to
50,
2021,
over
and many
50.
were retracted because
And when
they
you
were
put them in a
fraudulent.
meta-analysis, there's always a huge and very large signal of benefit on every single outcome. Recovery time, mortality, hospitalization.
Why
Over
not?
and over
Why
and
not
over.
on these clinical trials that you can see for yourself and read for yourself on PubMed?
Individual trials have many reasons to reach a negative result. That's why you don't rely on an
They
individual trial.
all point
No,
to
they
the
don't.
same conclusion, which is that it had no effect, no matter when they tried it. They tried it
Yeah, like
early in the COVID
Big
course.
Pharma got to all of
Like
them.
the study that you included, which was one dose of ivermectin.
Oh, I included
Yeah,
a
like
I
that
included
one.
a random
That one's
list
a
from the
good
20
one.
studies I compiled.
One dose of ivermectin.
So
Great
they tried high dose, they tried multiple doses, they tried high dose early, they tried high dose while the patient was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Nothing worked.
But you got to take ivermectin every week, right? Because they got to make money somehow, right? You know.
Yeah.
So,
I made money.
So if you go to c19early.org, have you guys been there?
Yeah, the meta-analysis website that puts a bunch of garbage in and garbage out.
Yeah, the meta-analysis website that includes all of these treatments. You know what treatment is listed as #1 most effective?
So is that
treatment of all of the treatments?
what is the meta-analysis including? Because you know that a meta-analysis is only as good as the data you put into it.
Yeah, so they try to track every study that was done.
So if you look right now on PubMed, the 20 studies that are randomized controlled trials for ivermectin, all but 2 of them will say no benefit. 1 is inconclusive.
You know how meta-analyses can be manipulated. I've been writing on this for
Exactly,
years. You guys aren't
meta-analyses can be
interested in
manipulated.
educating yourselves on how that sausage is made, then just keep holding it up its truth, and you're being lied to. I'm
if
telling
you can point
you're
out-
being lied to in a
if you-
sophisticated
Yeah, you're
way.
lying to
Actually,
us right
not
now.
that sophisticated.
If you can
you
point
just guys
out-
can't pick up on it. I'm
If
sorry.
you can point
Read my
out
book.
what is wrong
Yeah.
with these studies from all over the world, from independent experts studying this question, full of doctors who care about their patients and want to identify the cure for the thing that is shutting down the world in 2020. They want to identify that. That gets them big titles in science, right? They want that. You think that they're going to sit on those results
Yeah,
and bury them?
You know, I wanted it
No.
too, and my career ended.
Big Pharma.
That guy
Your
from the
career
WHO,
ended 'cause
you tell
you're
me
a
why the guy
lying
from
fraud.
The WHO self-retracted his paper and disappeared into obscurity. His career was done. You guys have no idea what you're talking about. Nice meeting you.
All right, guys.
Narratives,
thank you.
Run
Put,
away,
put your hands
Narratives,
together for Pierre
data.
and Steve. We're out of time.
away,
We
Pierre.
are out of time. And for Dave and Dan as well. We are completely out of time. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to be back with more debates. We've been in Bronxlandia here with 2. I think we just witnessed the greatest vaccine debate in history. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think it was absolutely phenomenal. We don't have time for questions. I'm sorry. We gotta release our speakers. Dave and Dan are going to be signing posters
Look,
at the end here. If you want to get a poster signed from Dave and Dan, Stick around, and and they'll be available.
We're here. I'm happy to chat, but just not like 10-minute super debate. Like, I'm happy to have a brief conversation with you. Yeah.
If you got,
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Steve. Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah. Good thing I only added up and down animations for this guy. Let's see. There, now this is awesome right here. Actually, nah. Gonna keep it at 100% because it like doesn't do anything. Like the eyes are very, very unnecessary in this. Anyway, that's not what I actually came for. It was these. Which I'm gonna copy. We're gonna paste them in the center. Fuck me, I'm gonna have to trace those. Now I'm gonna do something a bit special. I'm actually gonna do something. Hold on. Or go to the Imperative Incredibox. I'm gonna see if this actually fits. Because I'm not sure if it will. But we're gonna see. Shit. I don't think this is gonna fit. We'll have to see. No, it might. It might. Okay, that's the first frame. Then we had the rest. Then we grab the sprite sheet and then we just scoot it over like that, a bit further. Take the sprite sheet and then we just move it over again. Like so. I need something to listen to. Jesus Christ.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
So I can't
Well,
see what
everyone,
you guys
there's
are
a new
saying.
scam going on. Take a listen.
The department says there is a growing payroll direct deposit change scam where criminals are attempting to change employees' direct deposit information to redirect payroll payments to their own accounts.
Did you hear that? Scammers are reaching out to local businesses and pretending to be their employees. And it's really not that hard considering how much information we put on our websites. Scammers just need to do a little bit of homework and then email someone in charge and say, hey, it's me, so-and-so, and I got a new bank account. Can you send my next paycheck here instead? And then that poor so-and-so employee who is supposed to get the paycheck wakes up on payday with no money because it's been sent to the scammer's bank account. You gotta admit, it's pretty clever. But I wanted to catch one of these scammers in the act, so it's a good thing that I met Jacob, who just so happened to get one of these payroll diversion emails.
I'm in Northern California. I own a music studio. I have a team of 10 working for me. They're all professional musicians, and we spend our days helping people, realize their musical potential and achieve their musical dreams. One morning, we get this email from a person pretending to be one of our team members, asking to update their direct deposit information. Basically, change the bank account that their paycheck goes to, and they used the studio's name and my name and the employee's name. And the email address was very wonky, right? So I quickly realized it was a scam, but it still hurt, It was very personal and very direct. Usually scams are kind of more broad, at least the scams that we've been targeted with. And it just felt kind of awkward, but we just let it go and forgot about it. A couple of months go by and we got another one from another employee. And this one really kind of got me riled up. So much so that I reached out to you.
So I told Jacob that I wanted to investigate, so I encouraged him to reply to this Chris.
With your encouragement, I just replied. So I realized that I'm not equipped to handle a situation like that. So I enlisted iconic jazz musician Charlie Parker.
Okay, so for people who don't know who Charlie Parker is, why is that funny?
Well, first of all, I think any musician who ever played jazz would know who Charlie Parker is, right? He's the architect of jazz. Without Charlie Parker, there would be no jazz. On top of it, his nickname was Bird, and that was kind of like the sentiment I was trying to bring out. Like I wanted to kind of give them the bird. So I just asked, hey, just send me over the updated bank details, and I'll update the system for you. Thinking that he will never, how would a scammer obtain the U.S. bank account, right? To my surprise, less than 5 minutes later, he sends me this bank account information.
So this scammer, pretending to be Chris, had a GoTo bank account. And I looked up the routing number and I saw that it was linked to Utah. But that doesn't mean much since GoTo Bank is owned by Green Dot Bank, which is headquartered there. In reality, I know nothing about this actual account holder, but I do know that scammers frequently use GoTo Bank and Green Dot Bank accounts because they're online only and they're incredibly easy to set up. You don't need to visit a physical branch or provide a driver's license, just a US Social Security number. And if you're a scammer, you're probably using a stolen one. It feels like every few months we hear about another data breach where thousands of Social Security numbers get stolen. Maybe this bank account was created using one of them. It's things like this that remind me how important it is to protect your personal information and reduce the risk of identity theft. And one of the best ways to do that is by removing yourself from data broker lists. And you can try doing this yourself, but it would literally take you years. Or you can do what I do, and you can use Incogni, the sponsor of today's video. Data brokers are constantly scraping the internet for your personal information and selling it to third parties. That means that your data could end up in the hands of marketers, scammers, or on people search sites that make way too much of your private info accessible. This is how scammers are able to trick your boss into rerouting your paycheck to them. I'm not comfortable being on these lists, and you shouldn't be either. With Incogni, you just sign up and they'll handle the removal process for you. You can track their progress through your dashboard and stay updated with regular privacy reports. Right now, you can get 60% off with an exclusive deal. Just go to incogni.com/pleasantgreen, and if you're not happy with the results, they'll offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So take control of your privacy today with Incogni. So if Jacob was to change the payroll instructions, then the scammer would continue to receive the real Chris's paychecks until the company realized what was going on. And this would be devastating not only for Chris, but for the business.
These people that I work with, like I said, our mission is to spread the love of music and joy and have fun with people. And these people work really hard. And the fact that someone would not only pretend to be us, but try to steal our money, our hard-earned money, it just hurt, right? So I was kind of playing along, but behind the scenes, I was getting really pissed off.
So Jacob goes on to tell Chris that he's made the changes, but now it's my turn to have some fun. So I have Jacob send an email and BCC Chris so it looks like it's a company-wide email. And he says, "Hey team, we've recently transitioned to a new payroll provider to improve our payroll services. As part of this change, we need to verify your tax withholdings. This process is quick and simple. Just click the link below and select Agree to confirm your details." Now this link is just going to take the scammer to a 404 error page on Jacob's site, but I'm routing him through a different site that will grab his IP address, telling me a little bit about this guy. He just needs to click on it, which of course he does. And this employee of Jacob's is not in Northern California like he wants us to believe. He's in Nigeria. So he writes back and he says that he clicked the link and all he saw was a 404 page. So then Jacob responds and says, "Hi Chris, I apologize for the inconvenience. This is a new system and we're still working out some kinks. I've copied Ben from Summit Payroll to assist you with this. Ben, could you please help Chris verify his tax withholding information?" "Why, yes, Jacob. I would be happy to help." So I say, "Chris, I'm really sorry about this. Unfortunately, we're encountering some expected technical challenges that are affecting direct deposits. Our team is actively working with the system provider to resolve these issues as quickly as possible. In the meantime, we're exploring temporary solutions. Do you have a PayPal or a Cash App account that we can send this one check to? We hope to have things resolved by the next pay period." He responds to me and he says, "Hi Ben, glad to hear back from you regarding this issue, but I don't have any of the information you asked for, but I can collect it from a friend of mine for this paycheck to be paid to it only, and by next pay period I hope this issue is resolved as you said. Let me know if this is a wise idea." And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to see what other accounts he might be using to launder money. He actually gives me a Cash App account for a guy named Thomas Barnes. And since you can't set up a Cash App account in Nigeria, this is likely the account of one of his mules, a US citizen collecting the money for him. Now there's not a lot that I can do with it other than report it and hope it triggers some review of some shady transactions happening over there. But I tell Chris that we'll send this one paycheck there until we get the bank account set up. And of course payday comes and the money doesn't show up in his mule's Cash App account. So Chris writes me and he says, "Hi Ben, I just want to let you know that I didn't receive the payment since on Friday and I don't know if it went back to you. But if it did, I want it to be added to my coming paycheck. I can wait till then." Okay, so something must be up with the Cash App account. It's no longer found and he's pushing me to send it to the GoTo bank instead. So I've got to change my strategy. I say, "Okay Chris, we should be good to go for this Friday. Do you have a phone number I can keep on file for you?" He doesn't respond, so I just make one up and I ask if it's his. And what do you know? It is his. But he does give me another one that I can keep on file. So I say, "Perfect. Thanks, Chris. You were all set for payday on Friday." So the next payday comes around and all of Chris's hard work is about to pay off. Or so he thinks, because I call him in order to verify a few things. And he doesn't answer, so I text him and I say, "Hi, is this Chris's number? This is Ben from Summit Payroll. Just need to confirm something with you." He said, "Yes, it's me, Chris. What's that?" I say, "Are you available for a quick call?" He says, "Nope, kind of busy here. You can just tell me from text here." And of course he doesn't want to talk because he knows he'll sound nothing like the real Chris. But let's see how hard he's willing to work for his money. I say, "Okay, let me know when you have a minute. Just need to ask a few things before I process payment." He says, "What else do you need to confirm before you process payment?" I say, "Nothing. We just need to ask 3 verify questions. Pretty simple." That's when he says, "Okay, you can call me on my other number." Okay, so he's hoping that I'll call the real Chris, verify some information, and then send the money to the GoTo bank account. This guy thinks that he's clever, but I say, "Okay, it sounds like that phone isn't picking up. Can I call on this number?" And he says nothing. He's probably thinking that this is the end of the road, but I'm not done having fun with him just yet. So I say, "Just checked with my boss. We can just text you and get this squared away. Can I just text you a couple of questions and get your response?" And right away he says, "Okay, go on." So I begin, and if you've ever called your bank, you'll know that it's pretty typical to answer a couple of verification questions. So I start with an easy one. What is the name of the company that you work for? Silverwave Sound, Harmony Bass Studios, Neon Noise Labs, or Classic Sound Studios? He answers Classic Sound Studios. Question number 2. In what city is your company located? Detroit, Michigan, Nashville, Tennessee, San Jose, California, or Las Vegas, Nevada? He answers San Jose, California. Of course, these are easy questions that he knows the answer to because he's done his homework researching Jacob's website. But now for a question that you won't find on Jacob's website. How many stalls are currently in the company's men's restroom? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And he's struggling with this one because he isn't answering. I say, please answer the question, Chris. Finally, he says 3. I say, thank you. But then I throw out a couple more. I say, what did you eat that caused you to visit the men's restroom so often last week? Taco Bell, ogbono soup, soya, or Nigerian noodles? Once again, he goes quiet. I say, Chris, please answer the question. He said, you told me there'd be 3 questions, so why asking me this again? I said, because I need to let you know that the janitorial costs to repair the toilet will be coming out of your paycheck. The costs are exorbitant, so the company is conducting an internal investigation. What exactly were you eating that caused your feces to burn through the plumbing? He says, that has nothing to do with anyone, and you can go ahead and you can deduct the funds from my paycheck. I say, this has everything to do with you. It turns out that the repair costs exceed your paycheck amount, so we're going to be withholding your next 6 paychecks in order to pay for it. It appears that what emerged from you was not simply lunch gone wrong, but a biological event of such magnitude that the plumbing system designed to withstand earthquakes and hurricanes could not contain it. Emergency crews are currently assessing the damage, and our legal team is reviewing whether we need to classify the restroom as a Superfund site. And he didn't respond after that. Now, I know that I didn't bust him or expose him, but knowing that I wasted weeks of his time and imagining his reaction when he realizes it is just so satisfying. And if Chris ever stumbles across this video, I just hope that he knows how close he never was to getting anything. Oh, and Jacob has something to say too.
A, you suck. You really do. But B, you're obviously talented, right? Like you figured out how to get all this fake documentation and reach out to people and target us. Use that talent for good, man. Just like find an honest way to make the world better, you know, and stop stealing money from people. You suck.
Well, I couldn't have said it any better than that. I hope this was entertaining, and I hope you learned something, and remember to be careful what information you put online and how you respond to those who might try to target you. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Just ads, bruh.
Profit base.
Hey everybody, so yesterday I got this weird text message that said Publishers Clearinghouse Promotion Prize Awards winning notification. And then it had this big long word salad about prize awards, sweepstakes, jackpots. It sounds like I've won something. So I said, really? And whoever sent this responded and said, yes sir, are you ready to claim and receive your payment today? I thought, well, why not? And I said, yes. They said, what is your full name and your address where the money will be delivered so I can get it to check your profile on here okay. And just to mess with them, I gave them the address of 742 Evergreen Terrace. And you might recognize that address if you're a fan of The Simpsons. And then I said that my name was Ned Flanders. Okily-dokily-do. And they wrote back and said, your name is Ned Flanders? And I thought, well, dang it, I may have just outed myself. But I didn't break character, and I said, yes, what's your name? And he said, my name is Charles Woodley. All right, I guess he fell for it. He really thinks that my name is Ned Flanders. But then he says, but the name you provided is not the name we have on database, sir. What database? I said, oh, so I'm not winning anything? He said, the name we have on database is Bend Over. The winning funds belong to Bend Over. Ben Dover. If you watch this channel, you'll know that I've gone by that name before. I've got an email address under that alias, and I've got a phone number under this alias, and I filled out forms, and I've even made purchases with it. So it was only a matter of time before scammers got a hold of it. Because unfortunately, a lot of our personal data that we share online is easily accessible through data brokers or through people search websites. My friends at Incogni, the sponsor of this video, can help with this, and it's who I use to remove my actual personal information from these data broker databases. And this is the best way to avoid excessive marketing emails or being hit with tailored scam attempts like this one. When you sign up for Incogni, they will scan the web for data brokers and people search sites that have your personal info, and then they'll send removal requests on your behalf. And everything is automated, so it will continue to track down new data brokers so that your level of protection just keeps improving over time. You just need to create an account to get started, and you can get an exclusive 60% off discount when you use my link, incogni.com/pleasantgreen. You don't want Charles Woodley or any other scammers contacting you about your prize winnings, so go get your digital footprint cleaned up today by giving Incogni a try. So yes, this scammer has some personal information of Ben Dover's, but I decide to play it cool. I say, oh, that's my cousin. He recently gave me his phone. And Charles says, okay, let me help you check your name if your name is available on winner's list, because we still have more than 500 people that never claim their winning funds. And I'm like, okay. And soon Charles comes back with, congratulations to you, Mr. Ned. You won. Your name is still available on winner's list, and you qualified to receive the amount of $270,000 USD. Well, how about that? Ned Flanders is on the list. And in today's video, I think that we're going to do something fun and see how many pop culture references we can squeeze into this conversation before Charles catches on and ghosts me. So I say, wow, that's great. And show me the money.
Show me the money!
Charles says, for security reasons, we advise all winners to keep this information confidential from the public until your claim is processed and your prize released to you. This is part of our security protocol to avoid double claiming and unwarranted taking advantage of this program by non-participant or unofficial personnel, and to avoid armed robbers on coming to your house. Understand? Armed robbers? Wow, I said, I understand. My godfather always tells me never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking.
Never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking again.
And Charles says, okay, good. Are you on WhatsApp? I am on WhatsApp, and for some reason, that's where he decides to continue our conversation. He says, hello, Mr. Ned, this is Charles. I'm like, hello, Charles. He says, yes. What you will need to do now is activate your winnings fund so that I can proceed on your winnings funds. Then I will tell you how you can receive your winnings payments. And I'm like, how do I do that? He says, you will need to activate your winnings funds with Apple gift card of $200.
Oh, yeah. We are... Anyway, we are... Hold on, I gotta... Not these ones. Copy these. Okay, we can export this now. This sprite sheet is probably going to be freaking... A second. What time is it? 11:46. How long has the stream been going? It's been going for an hour and 12 minutes. We're an hour and 12 minutes in, and I've done all of this. This took a while. God damn. Anyway, now we can open the Sprite to SWF thing. Or SWF to Sprite, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that sprite sheet is actually really small. It's only like 22 heads. That's very small, considering it has a lot of moving parts. All right, we can now go here to more alternatives. And then we can scale it by 50%. Just like that. Boom. Then I open up the animation folder. Just like that. Pop it in. Replace the files. Boom. Done. Let's open up and see. I'm excited. Let's go. I forgot to add the motherfucking ring to the mother fucking piece of shit. Bruh. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Man. Let's go on Discord for a second. Let's see if there's anything going on. Who's this? Bro, what the hell? What is this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that AI? What is this? Oh, that's dog. Oh,
Are we gonna go watch it?
Oh, what the fuck? What vibe do I get for these straight jackets? Pink straight jacket. Of course it has the hips. Of course. God damn it. You like hugging people so much. My brother in Christ. Who's in Gontail server? Who's this? Boo!
Hi.
Boo.
Hi. Don't ask what happened last time.
What did you do?
About that one fight.
With the arcade or something?
No, with my mom and those.
Oh. Yeah, what the fuck was that, by the way? What the fuck was that? I was like, I was sitting there like, and I was shocked.
I had a fighting match with
Yeah, no shit.
Yep. And it broke my headphones
And your computer.
the USB plug-in for my PC. I fixed it because I'm a mechanic.
Mechanic. Is that a mechanic reference?
Yeah, I'm a mechanic. No,
What is your agenda? My agenda? I'm a mechanic. I'm a mechanic. I just made the greatest Atlanta animation ever.
Fire, I'll be right back. I have to get potatoes.
Potatoes? Fuck you mean potatoes? Okay, I can close this now. Grab this. Then we go like that. File converter. Just go 50%. This plugin is really useful. It's really good. I might publish it, but I might not. I didn't make it. Props to Monkey for that. Boom. Okay. for fuck's sake. So this shit pissed me off, bro. Move this way the fuck down. There, now finally I can export this piece of shit. There we go. This is the third motherfucking time I've had to export this motherfucking sprite because I forgot to add stuff or to change stuff, and then it looks like ass!
Hello.
I got that on stream too. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Like on YouTube.
Me too. I'm trying out this new mod because.
Wait, you're streaming on YouTube?
This bitch keeps. No, on.
Oh. Well, I'm streaming on YouTube though.
This bitch keeps following me. Like,
Who? Which bitch? There's a lot of bitches that follow me. They don't.
No, this creature. I don't.
What is that? What is that? Kill it!
Wait. It's faster than me.
Is that?
That's.
Is that Jack Skellington?
Mod.
Is that Jack
No.
Skellington?
No.
Oh.
Bro!
Jesus Christ, he's fast! I am speed! I'm fast as fuck, boy! I'm fast! Oh, he just committed suicide!
Oh, now he's gone. Okay.
Bro just committed
there you are.
suicide. He went,
So
see you later.
apparently,
Howdy diddly, neighbor.
This mod is about a psychopath that joined my world that's down there. It's just stalking me. So, yeah. The thing is, he has a chainsaw, a knife, and an axe, bro. When he's like in attack mode, he just sneaks up to me and is like 5 times faster than me. Then he runs. I killed voice chat.
I have 7 designs. Yay.
He keeps chopping down trees. Stop. He leaves them floating in the air. What is this? How did he reach that? What is happening? So, the effects he gives is like, paranoia. There I can hear, my own heartbeat, apparently. And when he chases me, I get like the panic effect and mining fatigue.
Do you have that issue where you're like playing Minecraft on full screen and you try to stream it, but the second you click out of Minecraft, the game just closes? Like it goes like,
no.
Bro, because every time I like exit I pause the game, I click on, for example, my other screen for Discord, the game just like, it doesn't shut off the game.
Oh, yeah,
it just closes it.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
that is
I
ass. I hate it. And the only way I can play it while streaming it is if I have it out of full screen mode, which I fucking hate. Like, ugh! Pisses me off.
When I'm at a friend's server and I go to Discord real quick to do something, I don't know. Then out of nowhere, it closes and throws me out of the world. It's annoying.
Bruh.
I hate this mod sometimes because he keeps leaving corpses everywhere. My god.
Oh, he left corpses again on my front lawn.
Sheep, cow, or pigs. All of that shit. He decapitated a pig.
Damn, son.
with his hands.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So there are other mods too, containing jump scares. Wow, so silly.
I kind of want to stream while I'm playing like a Minecraft horror mod. I kind of want to do that, but like
I have like a horror mod on right now, like installed here.
yeah, I can tell.
It's
I'm not
trash.
stupid.
This is a very old server too, so don't ask why. Yes. Very.
Like I
very
would from the
stinky
beginning.
old. Stinky old. Oh.
Hey,
I hate the
Stinky!
damage. Sometimes squids trigger me because when I'm like turned around.
Squids?
Sometimes I hear
Fucking
like
squids?
splashing sound. Squids. I said squid. These things.
Yeah, I know what squids are. I'm not dude, I've been playing Minecraft since I was like what, 7? Or something like that.
To be honest, I don't know when I played. I swear to God. So there's how many horror mods? 1, 2, 3. 3 or 4. I forgot.
There's a lot.
Stupid. Sometimes bitch appears at my base and tries to grief it. It's annoying.
How many people are on that server?
Just me. Fuck people, bro.
You know when you make secret trapdoors and stuff in a world, and you're like, ah, yes, this will fit perfectly in my fucking single player world.
Yeah, I never do secrets. It's just a small base. I have nothing.
Yeah, like if you're in a multiplayer server, sure you make secret stuff, but like if you're alone, why the fuck? Hey, Max.
What's up?
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Ah!
This is, yeah, I got a horse even though it was like 500 blocks away from my base. It was annoying. I swear to God. I have not many Bro?
What?
Why is he griefing? He's griefing my bed again, bro. Just put this coal away, it's getting annoying. Bones. Too much coal in my inventory. There you go. Like, bro? Okay, that works. Bro! What?
What is that?
That bitch spawned.
Dead bitch spawned. What?
Like I was laying in bed and he spawned like right here.
He was like, boom!
No amount of rest can pass this night. Please let me sleep through the night. Yep. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I forgot I have a boat. Where's my boat? There it is.
What does the icon in Dystopia look like? I forgot what it looked like. Oh, for fuck's sake, I have it on my fucking phone. I have Incredibox on my phone. I can just check that out.
$5.
$5, what?
In Germany, it's like €5.
For?
I have to pay to get like the Incredibox app.
Bro. Wait, I don't need all this crap. What the hell? I just realized. Fucking piece of shit.
It's just the bottom half.
Like with one
It is just the
horror
bottom
mod,
half.
I'm like
Fuck
completely
me.
chill. Like it's the same with the broken script. Like there's no fast events. It just goes way slower because it wants to make you feel paranoia first. It is working.
You didn't need to delete all that either.
Shut up.
So I can't in caves because yeah, something will chase me and I don't like being chased.
Who likes being chased?
Pick me girls.
Now that I can actually agree with. I don't understand.
I'm like that
like,
one
here's the thing.
person-
I don't understand why are Pikmin girls the way they are. I know. I seriously
Yeah,
don't get it.
either it's
I
because
don't
they're
get it.
fatherless or they're just like their mom.
They're what? They're just like their mom.
Like their
Excuse
mom.
me?
No wonder they have so many siblings.
Fair enough.
Like I have a pick me girl in my school, and I just say, "Are you fatherless, or is that not the reason why you want dick?"
Whoa!
Like it's mostly the reason why, actually. Something.
Fair. That's
spontaneous.
actually fair.
I'm going-
That's a fair point.
I'm actually gonna. What is this? Cave. Where? Like I'm half expecting it to end abruptly. Yes.
What was
Yeah,
that?
exactly. My reaction.
Hitler. What?
I can see so wonderfully. If I get stalked again by this bitch, bro. Okay, no paranoia. Yay, he's finally chill for once and not chasing me with a chainsaw, axe, or knife. Like, bro had broken my shield 7 times already in just 2 nights. He's not chill. He doesn't like me, but sometimes he does when I'm streaming or something. Then he's
Whoa.
shy. Okay.
Pause. Fucking pause!
What? What?
It went, the joke went right over your head.
What?
Exactly.
Huh? No way, because I don't have paranoia. You're giving me paranoia.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
He
What-
was
what
over
the
your
fuck?
head.
What did I
You
do?
just said you just said that he was over my head, and then I just.
No, I didn't mean. Oh my god. Oh,
I
for
looked up
fuck's
so
sake.
fast.
That is nothing.
Like I
Oh
said,
my
he broke
God.
my shield 7 times in the span of 2 Minecraft days. And then when he runs out of gas, he actually does in this mod. That's cool. He uses his hands. Throw him hands.
Oh. Throw them
And
hands.
the chase music is so scary sometimes.
Skinny.
Or
Skinny loser.
Scary. Can I make this jump? No, I cannot. Epic fail. Okay. Okay. No one saw that. No one.
I did.
I'm not used to playing on PC because I'm usually weak.
Let's see.
Who are you looking at? Yeah, that's what I thought. Stop me! No! There he is! Oh god. Wow, thank you! Thank you, mister. Oh, mother. Go away! Go away! Bro! Go! Why are you not attacking me? Epic fail. Bro! Shut up, boy in the back! Go away! Go away! Hello, how many hearts do you have? Move! Oh. The way my PC. Go! How many hearts do you have? You're not attacking me. Panic. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Now he gave me something. You son of a bitch.
Hey Max.
Fucking
You
time
want to see it? You want to see a cool animation?
Dystopika? Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Away! No one likes you.
Yo, Dystopia.
Not even I do.
Yeah.
Go away. Go. Leave.
Then I have
Never
like
come
everything
back.
else. These are the only beats that have designs. This is the last one. I don't have anything for this guy yet.
Nah, keep him like that, bro. It's peak.
What if I just kept him like that as a joke?
But fucking naked polo.
What if I?
I think I broke.
Oops! I
forgot to add a design.
Nah, Polo just forgot his clothes.
He just forgot his clothes, and it's like
he was late to work.
He was late to work. He woke up a bit late. Everyone else is like, "Where your clothes at?"
Why were your clothes?
Hey man, this is pretty good, man. Where your clothes at? But I hope like my designer like keeps his eyes visible, because like the eyes are a big part of it, like especially at the end of the loop.
Is it?
Because they like dilate and shrink like very fast. Get out of here, Perry the Platypus! And then I need a base design, then I need a design for this last guy.
Get out of here.
Bruh.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
You
College.
I can smell you.
Really?
And the chicken just looks at me. Wow.
But like Max, this animation is probably my favorite, plus the sound.
I think the design looks a little off, like the sudden spacing of the eyes.
Toggle's blood is okay. Enable blur.
I do have a bonus, but it's like it's unfinished. Now that, oh, that's a sweet one. That's a sweet chord. Oh. Like, the only thing I like about this is the chord progression, but a secret that I realized when I was making this was it's the bass. The bass line is the same. And fucking forgive me. Wow. It's the same bass as Coravi. But like like, I realized after I made it, like, this is the exact same. What the fuck? It's like that one meme where, like, the farmer goes, I need an egg. Boom!
Thank you.
Let me find that video, actually.
In the middle sound, because, yeah.
I need an exorcism. I need an adult egg meme exorcism energy angel shot. I need an egg. Here it is.
But people
I need an egg.
He shot the dog. The stupid skeleton.
I need an
Yo,
egg.
Max, check this.
I need an egg. Boom.
Talking about eggs, check my stream.
Fuck you! I'm looking at eggs!
Hold on, dude. I'm trying to work some magic.
This is
right now.
Minecraft.
This is the fastest I've ever covered the song. I just made that in like 2 days, not even that.
2 days? You spent 2 days?
Wait. Let me check when the song actually released, cause it's. What the
fuck did he get?
I need an egg.
Okay, the song. Okay, the song released yesterday, and I already.
Wait. The song released yesterday. How the fuck did you make a cover in 2 days?
Oh, today and yesterday.
No, I don't want to play a game. No.
Well, no, okay, I did it in a day if you want. Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay,
hold on.
Bro, I'm about to cry. I just got jump scared and now
this is fully done. I just finished it.
Obesity?
Yeah, no, it's a song about staying being like a fat guy, so...
Do you relate to this?
It fits me, so I covered it.
It's good though. I'll admit that. It's good. For you.
Bro, I used the screaming voice I usually have. I made it so good. I love this.
if I get chased one more time. I'll make him
Actually screaming.
Sir, this is a drive-through. You're holding up the line. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Now this is...
I managed to get a compressor to perfectly compress voice acting.
Oh my god! Is that the sound you make when you have an orgasm?
Yeah, you should listen to the actual song. Yeah, it's called "I'm Not an Egg." It's by Steak. I don't know if you know this guy, but
no, I don't.
Look in the chat. This is the music video. He made that with CGI and speed.
The video doesn't.
I don't care if it fails.
Hey,
It's just Link.
Lex, you want to see a new animation I made?
What did you do again with your dystopia?
I made the.
I'm sorry, the music is good, but you made it dystopia, so now I hate you with all my mind.
But like, that was the point, idiot.
That's not supposed to stop making mods. That was just remake of a shit. No one likes it.
Stop with the sound effects.
You want to see it or not? Say yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
What?
This
I'm looking.
This shit is making me stressful,
Lazy,
bro.
anyway.
I'm in 2 servers right
No, I'm kidding.
now. Like I'm on phone and PC, and on phone people it keeps screaming, so I get scared.
Like these are all the
Game,
beats
I hate
I
it.
have, and then
Oh,
there's
damn,
just
sorry.
naked guy. Then there's just naked grandpa.
Where?
No, College,
joke.
you know what? You should instead of trying to find this picture, you should recreate the naked grandpa picture.
Yes.
What?
Yes. How did I even do? What was I wearing?
I don't know. You were wearing like pants, and then you didn't have. Your
I
shirt,
pulled
and
them
you just
so
put your pants
far
up.
up, and I was just hunched over.
It was right. It was like at limit where your arms were. That was how I was.
Should I just do it now? Hold on.